Hey everyone, Stuff and Things here. Back in another video. Figured, waiting to do this for a while, but figured I'd finally show off my recently acquired Noble Model 70J 410 bore shotgun. This was actually my grandfather's shotgun. There is no serial number on this shotgun. Still has the original sticker telling you it's a walnut stock. Stock's in really good condition. It's got a plastic butt. The safety. The only numbers on it is a patent number, as well as the numbers telling you what it is. Not sure if that's going to focus, but it's a Noble Model 70J. Manufacturer Company Inc., Haydenville, Massachusetts. So no serial number on it, which tells me it predates the 1968 Federal Gun Control Act. And one of the things in that Gun Control Act was that all newly produced, manufactured firearms were required to have a serial number. Obviously, the ones that didn't have it prior to that were grandfathered in to that clause. You can see there is evidence of rust. This was actually pretty bad rust-wise. I've got some pictures of it that I'll insert in a second here into this video. That was pretty rusted in there. That was rusted really bad. So you can see that. And now I'm gonna put a picture in showing what it looked like before. And here's this. Put another picture in right now. It does have a bead sight. Really, really, really long shotgun. Again, I apologize for awkward view. I don't really have any good way of setting up my my phone to show this off. The release right here for the slide. That's the release. Is on the left hand side, which is fine and dandy if you're a left-handed shooter. I actually shoot both right and left, so it doesn't really bother me at all. But if you're a righty, you see it would be a bit of a pain. But again, push it in to release it, and there you go. Show you guys the inside there. Let me grab a flashlight real quick. Show you guys the inside. You guys can see that. Cleaned that up in there. Just typical wear. No rust in there, so that's nice. The bore is fairly clean. I have fired this. I've got, let's see here, I got about 21 rounds through it in the past couple weeks. It's really nice shotgun in my opinion. It is just a 410, but I definitely don't want to get hit with a 410. I'll tell you that much. Using two different types of ammunition here. the Remington Game Loads 3-inch 5-shot. Really like this one. This is a pretty good round in my opinion. And I recently acquired, tried out a different type, the Winchester Super Speed. Not a big fan of this one. This is a 6-shot, 2.5-inch shell. Comparing the two, I actually threw away one of the cans I shot, but I do have this one. This right here was 1 shot. Sure, there we go. That was 1 shot of the Remington 5-shot game load. And you can see where my bullseye was right there. And on the back I had another one, and I hit that one too with 1 shot. I think the wad did quite a bit of damage. I'm not sure if there's a wad in this one. If there is, it didn't do any damage. Shooting a paper target, all I had on the paper target was the BBs inside. There was no wad that came out, so I'm assuming there's no wad in these. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Now, as for the tube magazine, if you're using a 3-inch like this, you can fit 4 in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. If you're using the 2.5-inch, you can actually fit 5 of these in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. So, bit of a trade-off. I like this round better. Never fired any buckshot or slugs with it. I don't really know the story on this shotgun. My grandfather actually died in 1988, the year I was born. I was only about 8 months old when he passed away. And my dad actually never even knew he had this, that my grandfather had this shotgun. Until recently, he forgot he had it. And he's not sure who the original owner was. He thinks that the original owner might have been my great-grandfather. I'm 27, just for reference here. But I at least know that this was my grandfather's shotgun. So that's really cool. It's a shotgun that's been passed down through the generations for, I know it's generations. It's only been, this is at least, at minimum, I believe, 47 years old at minimum, or 48 years old. But still, that's kind of neat. It was my grandfather's, and it was, my dad had it in his possession, but forgot he had it. And now I have it. And I fired it for the first time a few weeks ago, and that was the first time in at least, at minimum, 27 years that it had been fired. I obviously went through it, cleaned it, and it was mechanically sound. No obstructions, got it nice and clean, and it's a hell of a shotgun. I like it. I enjoy it. I had never heard of the company, but I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is a well-made shotgun. For being 48 years old and being neglected for nearly 30 years, if not more, it's actually not in that bad a condition. I live in Michigan, so we do get some pretty high humidity here in the summertime, spring, summer. A lot of rain, a lot of moisture in the air here. But it's just a really nice shotgun. I really enjoy it. My first ever shotgun. And it's a long sucker. That is for sure. I mean, you guys can see that. I think the barrel on this is about 26 inches. So that's a hell of a barrel on this thing. But it cycles really well. I haven't had any issues with cycling. So I really don't have any complaints about this shotgun. I believe this company that made this, sold it or whatever, was only in business for 20 years or so, up until 1970, I believe. 1950 or 1948 to 1970, something like that. So that's just really cool. I mean, you can tell it's had some use. You can see all the wear on it. So either my grandfather or my great grandfather, whichever, they used this thing, that's for sure. But yeah, I haven't really seen any videos showcasing the Noble Model 70J 410 bore shotgun, so I figured I'd get one up. Not the greatest review, not the greatest angle, but you know, it's figured I'd get something up there. This gun, it's really nice. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, somewhat review on it. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, everyone.